It truly is a wonderful time for nerds to live in. We live in an age where resources and opportunities are now available to us to achieve our dreams. Andres Perez is nearly reaching that pinnacle. For those in the dark, Andres goes by the online persona of Kaijunoir, where he produces reviews, podcasts, and interviews on his YouTube channel. What is it he achieved? He took a character that he created and made an official indie comic with all the trimmings. How does it fare? Let's find out. The plot itself is very brief. It focuses solely on this battle with an aquatic kaiju. Through narration, we are introduced to the main character Eric Martinez and learn how he found this giant robot called DRACO Azul. No flashbacks are shown of those moments, but nonetheless, Andres achieves his intention, which is to introduce to readers the origins of these two characters. Further details are likely to be covered in future issues. The comic mainly relies on the one monster battle, but it reveals to you Draco's abilities, limitations, and even how big of a threat the monsters are. Andres designates the monsters as Diablos and places the setting in Mexico. This is a welcome change of pace since most kaiju movies and shows are either primarily set in Japan or America. The genre has slowly been losing steam over the years, but what makes Andres' comic unique is that he takes advantage of ancient Mayan culture to flesh out a universe and saga that is fresh and full of potential. Very little can be said about the characters. Andres doesn't explore who Eric is as a character, and as a result, we don't get invested in him. But I'm sure he's saving all of that for later issues. Ekchua, on the other hand, is full of wit and energy. At first I found his attitude a bit polarizing since I couldn't picture his banter with his design, but I grew accustomed to it eventually. The Diablos seem to have very little personality, but that hardly matters because they look great. They're very reminiscent of Ultraman Kaiju. There's even one panel that reminds me of a shot from Ultraman Towards the Future. Andres and Tyler Sowles succeed in keeping the classic Showa era influence by making them look as if a man in a suit would fit in there, and even manage to avoid making them look cheap and campy on purpose, unlike some quote-unquote homages. The coloring by Ed Pirrie, I hope I'm pronouncing that right, is captivating. He gives off this Pacific Rim influence where the color grading emphasizes the light tone of the story and universe. To me, Ed's most impressive and beautiful coloring comes from the sunset panels. There's only a few, but they're really mesmerizing to look at. Overall, while the first issue of DRACO Azul lacks some character investment, the approach and execution of the comic itself is damn well impressive. Andres successfully sets the groundwork for a comic series that has great potential to be more than just an homage. Despite doing just one comic issue, Andres has already snatched my interest and I am excited to see where DRACO Azul will fly next. I award the first issue of DRACO Azul 2.5 stars out of 4.